going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more games before we could end the March. Before we go to March and stuff. So I already sent him through the All-Star games and we lost both of them, but that's all good though. I'm just trying to complete the regular season.
We'll be back right after this. The 2K Sports pregame show.
And for tonight's entertainment, we'll be watching the Memphis Grizzlies facing off against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, what a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. And in that deep draft of 2017, Kyle Kuzma went late in the first round. Kenny, if there were a redraft, would he be a lottery pick?
A redraft, knowing what he's done for the Lakers, not just like not knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing what he's done for the Lakers. Oh, he's a lottery pick. He's the first ever rookie to get 1,000 points, 400 rebounds, and 130 threes.
Yeah, but he's there because he's trying hard and he wants to be a complete player. Now with LeBron there, be a mentor, just going to take his game to a new level. I think he's a superstar already.
The tip-off is coming up shortly. Time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Valanciunas.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Brooks and Iguodala out in the wings. And it's Morant in at the point. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Harris in at the point. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
Now here's Brooks. To the paint, here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Out to the right wing. Here's Morant. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that one's good. James.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
Here's Morant following the basket by LeBron James. Morant with it. Harris is there. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. And it's Morant missing.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Puts it up. That's good from Harris on the assist by LeBron.
Well, LeBron garners so much defensive attention. That's how he's able to dominate the game as a facilitator.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Harris. Here's Jackson. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And Green gets it to go.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Morant with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's Valanciunas. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Here's James. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Here's Cousins. And another basket for the Lakers. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. Group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Bradley's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Harris. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Reb's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Crowder comes in for Jackson. Josh Jackson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Grayson Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals. And also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off with making a layup versus making a three. So I don't think the Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players. He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
From the arc, and again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
There's the pass to Jackson. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Crowder. Unable to get that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. They've yet to find success against the Lakers, going 0-2 in the first two meetings between the teams. Coach said a lot of the problem is we just get deflated when we go on a big run. We have to know that with LeBron, a run is going to come. We just have to have the mental fortitude to fight through it. But that's a big challenge when LeBron gets himself and his team going. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Allen, following the basket by LeBron James. Crowder with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. Jackson from long range. And the free ball is good.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. No good with the triple. Now Morant. He picked up 18 points in their last one against Sacramento.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Lakers on top, up 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by 4. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Rajon Rondo is out there with Brent. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Allen passes to Anderson. Now here's Morant, guarded by Bradley. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Here's Rondo. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
Timeout called the Grizzlies. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and is how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets an opening shoot shot. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Green is checked in for Avery Bradley. And Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Rab. Jaren Jackson comes in for Crowder. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Grayson Allen. And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Kuzma. That one wide left. Lakers leading by 5. On the wing, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Cousins. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Here's Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the rejection by James. Out to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Passes to Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuzma. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Cousins. Again, Los Angeles.
Just taking what's there. Cousins understands when to force things a little and when to just take the shot.
Now, here's Anderson. Over James. Anderson's shot is off. Kuzma against Brooks. Again, the Lakers.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Harris. And the rejection by Cousins. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Iguodala in for Morant. Here's Brooks. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Brooks.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Out to Brooks. Pulls up from the corner. Rebounded by the Lakers. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Cousins against Valanciunas. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
When you earn your keep inside, you get used to fighting through contact. Valanciunas getting it done.
Here's Cousins. And McGee kicks to Kuzma. The pass to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass. Cousins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Iguodala finds Jackson. JaVale McGee with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
From deep, Brooks. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping on it. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say, keep doing what you do.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts. Because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Iguodala and Jackson Jr. at the forward slots. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 roaming the paint. Iguodala with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Jackson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Valanciunas. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Harris looking it over. And here's Green outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's Morant missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I could step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my area shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Adley's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Harris. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Rab's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Crowder comes in for Jackson. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Allen's shot is off.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Right wing. Morant with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Right side Crowder. Shoots over Kuzma. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
For Los Angeles, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Kuzma. The Grizzlies trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport. Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. A look at the Lakers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Memphis. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at Memphis, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
Pass to Anderson. Floats one up. And the rejection by Cousins.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball,
basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
James looking around. A three from Bradley. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
With some changes, JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for LeBron. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in, and Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds, but then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Grant, and he overshot that one, missing.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Rondo passes to McGee. It's rebounded by Memphis. Rab's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 50 seconds left in the third. Allen inside the 3-point line. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Jackson passes to Crowder. To the inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Crowder. And that's 19 points for Ja Morant.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Kicks to Morant. With 1 on the clock, that one's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Rajon Rondo, Jared Dudley out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3 on 3 with the shot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Daniels has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Jones, the best to wrap. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. First one falls for Valanciunas, who's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from McGee. Here's Jones. Passes it to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jones with it. He's picked up by Rondo, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
He dishes it to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Daniels. Lakers working the ball around now. Dudley's shot is good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside Jackson. Shot to stop the run. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Drills it from outside. 16 points for Rajon Rondo.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Clark. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Look at the concentration from Valanciunas on that play. Takes the foul and still finishes the play.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo. And that one misses. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Well, Karen, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
6 to shoot. Anderson dishes to Jones. And he comes up with the deuce. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. Here is Cook. This one for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas, and the layup is good. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Good job from Valanciunas there to shrug off the defender and finish the play.
Here's Cook. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Valanciunas, and there it is for him.
Asserting his wheel offensively. Valanciunas taking over.
Now the pass to Douglas. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And McGee kicks to Cook. Dudley against Anderson. Fade away. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones looking for an opening, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Pass to Dudley. Here's Caruso. Here's Cook. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what did you pick up defensively that allowed you to win this game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds.
No rebounds, no rings. Congrats, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, so we're going up against the Boston Celtics. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 more games left, man. Going against the Boston Celtics. My battery's still full. So yeah, man, that's the next episode. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate everybody that's been watching my videos so far. I really love it when y'all really stay busy on that. So thank you so much, guys. I give y'all a lot of credit for that. We're going against the Boston Celtics. And yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to post this every day, every week. Whenever I have free time. In case you guys see the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe.